Hi there, welcome to Invert Age. My name is Keith Blondin, just a guy grinding out my best health strategies after years of ignoring my health. I'm getting some great results with my rejuvenation and I share this with you. Well, I just got my first calcium score test back and I was surprised by the results shown. I was hoping for the best, but it seems my many years of high carb and processed foods ended up inflicting some damage. If you don't know what a coronary artery calcium score is, also called a CAC, it measures the amount of calcified plaque. Plaque buildup in the coronary arteries, known as atherosclerosis, occurs when fatty deposits, cholesterol, and other substances accumulate in the artery walls over time, leading to a narrowing and hardening of the arteries. The test is done with one of these X-ray machines that slides you into a loop to scan your heart area. It only takes a few minutes in total. It's not generally covered by insurance in the US, but it is inexpensive. My cost was $150. You'll probably have to get a referral from your primary doctor. I think it is well worth the cost. This test only measured calcified plaque. It doesn't pick up soft plaque. This plaque, both soft and calcified, builds up due to endothelial dysfunction, which is known to be the contributor to the development of atherosclerosis, which can lead to a heart attack or stroke. Well, here is my score. My total score is 69, added up as follows. In the LMCA, left main coronary artery, it shows 40. In the LAD, left anterior descending artery, it's 29. Luckily, my CAC test didn't show anything anywhere else in my heart. Some people have a score in the thousands and can still function normally, but that's not what I want. I don't want any artery plaque. I would love to have a score of 0. A calcified plaque score is pretty much impossible to lower, but some say they have done it. I will see what I can do for that, but of course I will do everything I can to not raise my score any higher. My score of 69 puts me in the 50th percentile for my age of 60, which means that that part of my body has an average buildup of calcium for my age. But I want to do better. My younger days of health complacency inflicted some damage. I'll see what I can do to really target this thing. It's important to know, even with a calcium score of 0, you can still build up a lot of soft plaque. There are plenty of people that have had heart attacks and strokes due to soft plaque that a calcium test won't pick up. There are other types of tests for that, and they can get a lot more expensive. Figure out if you have any of the risk factors that may lead into reasoning for any of this testing. I waited until I was 60 to test myself for this. I wish I did it sooner. Some people get a false sense of security with a score of 0. Soft plaque, non-calcified plaque, the kind a CAC test won't pick up. This type of plaque is made up of fatty deposits, cholesterol, and cellular debris. It is soft and can be unstable, sometimes leading to ruptures. Calcified plaque. Over time, some soft plaque becomes hardened due to the deposit of calcium. This type of plaque is more stable than soft plaque, but it can still narrow the arteries and contribute to reduced blood flow. However, calcified plaque is less likely to cause a sudden event like heart attacks compared to soft plaque, since it doesn't rupture as easily. Consider the following if this pertains to you for the need to evaluate your arteries with testing. Causes of plaque buildup in coronary arteries. High cholesterol. Elevated levels of LDL cholesterol, often referred to as the bad cholesterol, can lead to plaque formation. LDL cholesterol can penetrate the artery walls and become oxidized, and triggering an inflammatory response. Inflammation. Chronic inflammation in the body, often due to factors like smoking, diabetes, or high blood pressure, can contribute to plaque buildup. High blood pressure. Elevated blood pressure can damage the walls of the blood vessels, making them more prone to plaque accumulation. Smoking. Tobacco smoke contributes to inflammation and damage to blood vessel walls. Diabetes. This condition increases the risk of plaque buildup due to high blood sugar and insulin levels, which can damage the blood vessel walls and contribute to inflammation. Genetics. Family can play a role in predisposition to plaque formation and atherosclerosis. Poor diet. Diets high in trans fats, saturated fats, and cholesterol can increase the risk of plaque buildup. Most of us have done this at some time in our lives. The damage could be from many years ago, even if you're eating healthy now. Lack of physical activity. A sedentary lifestyle contributes to factors like high blood pressure, obesity, and poor lipid profiles, which are linked to plaque formation. Age and gender. As people age, the risk of plaque buildup increases. Men are typically at higher risk at a younger age, but the risk for women increases after menopause. How to reduce coronary artery calcium score. A CAC score is a measurement of the amount of calcium in the coronary arteries, and it's a good indicator of the degree of plaque buildup. A higher CAC score indicates more calcium and plaque in the arteries, which can increase the risk of cardiovascular events. While you can't reverse the calcium buildup completely, you can take steps to slow the progression and reduce the risk of heart disease. Lifestyle modification. Diet. Adopt a heart-healthy diet such as a Mediterranean diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, healthy fats like olive oil, lean proteins like fish and nuts. Reduce the consumption of processed foods, refined sugars, and unhealthy fats like trans fats and excessive saturated fats. Exercise. Regular physical activity. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate exercise per week. This helps lower blood pressure, improves cholesterol levels, and reduces inflammation. Quit smoking. Yeah, we all know that. Smoking is horrible. It accelerates plaque buildup and inflammation. Weight management. Maintaining a healthy weight can help improve cholesterol levels, reduce inflammation, and lower blood pressure. Reduce stress. Chronic stress can contribute to high blood pressure and inflammation. Techniques like mindfulness, meditation, and exercise can help manage stress levels. Okay, regarding me going forward with my health regimen, I will need to ramp up my effort for this issue. I'm targeting the health of my endothelium part of my blood vessels. This is the part that gets inflammation, then it lays down plaque. Endothelial dysfunction is known to contribute to the development of atherosclerosis. Nitric oxide can help improve endothelial function, decrease blood clot likelihood, and lowers blood pressure. It does many other things, but I'll stay on point. I already take an arginine supplement. It's an essential substrate for the synthesis of nitric oxide. I've been on arginine for a few years. There are many foods that you can raise your nitric oxide level with. Nitrates are converted into nitric oxide in the body. Roughly 80% of the dietary nitrates come from eating vegetables. If you look at any nitric oxide food chart, you'll definitely find beets and beetroots at the top. I need to eat more of these. There are also beet supplements. Here's the food list. Red beets, leafy greens including arugula. Of the leafy greens, this has been shown to be the best nitric oxide booster. Swiss chard, spinach and lettuce, endive, leeks, radishes, celery, broccoli, fennel, Chinese cabbage, turnips, cucumbers, carrots, cauliflower, herbs like parsley and dill, pomegranate juice, oranges, and bananas. I've been reading up on the Linus Pauling protocol for artery health. Many people claim this has helped them. This uses mega doses of vitamin C along with lysine. I've been taking a rather large amount of lysine for a few years, but only a gram of vitamin C. I'm cautious on mega dosing anything, but with vitamin C, it's not an issue. I talked to my brother. He's been taking 6 grams of vitamin C for over 10 years. The theory behind this method for artery health is that only humans, primates, and guinea pigs don't produce their own vitamin C in their bodies. This is due to a mutation. These are the only species that get atherosclerosis, although other species get different types of heart disease. I'm also looking at other things to hit this hard. Other protocols recommended by different doctors, ones with real success on this matter. Of course, my lipid panel needs to stay on track with my cholesterol numbers. My diet will be cholesterol focused. I'll check all the boxes so I can knock off any possibilities of causing any more damage and maybe reverse it some. I'm trying to do this natural without any medications. Those can have some bad side effects. I've also been taking nicotinic acid, which is pure niacin, to raise my NAD level. This also has cured my Raynaud's issue. I did a video on that, link in details. Nicotinic acid is also good for lowering cholesterol and artery health in general while increasing blood flow. This was a good find for me. I really noticed the circulation increase. Health is a do-it-yourself project, as you know. That's why I keep digging through the maze of information out there. Get a blood test with a lipid panel. Check your ApoB to see if you are at risk. Then you can decide if you want to do further testing. If you're over 50 years old, a calcium score test may be a good idea no matter what your health journey has been. There are also genetic factors to consider. If you found this video helpful, that's great. Be sure to hit those buttons. I'll see you next time.